Oi oi, how you doing? Are you struggling at the moment with someone at work or someone in your life and they're bothering you and they're taking up the space in your head? It's like you've got them parked in your head. And do they deserve to be there in your head? Especially if they treated you quite badly, do they actually deserve to be in your head? So why are they there? And also, isn't it a bit like picking an emotional scab on your arm? Every time you think of them, you start picking it. In the morning, at night, when you're trying to go to sleep, you start doing that thing where you kind of want to have a row with them in your head. Well, if they say this tomorrow, I'm definitely going to say this. And then I'm going to punch them. And then I'm going to show them. And then the next day, when you see them, you go, all right. And you're like, I've let myself down. I didn't say what I was going to say. Now, years ago, when I was a minicab driver, if someone had upset you or you had upset someone else, they would come up to you and go, do you want a little straightener? Which meant, do you want to have a fight? And you would have a scrap outside the minicab office and sort it all out, and then you'd shake hands and be friends again. But because I'm in the therapy world now, obviously I can't suggest to you that when you go to your job at Curry's, you go up to your manager and go, do you want a little straightener? And have a scrap in front of the plasmas. So what we need to do is think about why we allow them to sit in our head. Why are they there? And also remembering that when we have a problem with someone, it's always because of two reasons. First reason is they remind you of someone in your life perhaps, or they kind of bring out your fears and insecurities. So they could remind you of an ex-partner, an angry bully, excuse me, someone that upset you in your life, a teacher, and that brings out some of your fears and insecurities. And the other reason that you might not like them is because that part of them you don't like is a bit like a shadow part of yourself, an unlit part of you that maybe you disowned once, a trait that you had once that you didn't like about yourself, and now they're presenting that in front of you. But the main thing is we've got to get rid of them, haven't we? Because we don't want them up here, because we're the ones carrying them around in our heads. And when we let them go, we let ourselves off. And the most important thing to remember is, we talk a lot about forgiveness in this world. I'm not asking you to forgive them so you be mates with them again. All I'm saying is, think about them as if they were a little vulnerable child, and just forgive them for being a bit sad. Forgive them for being a bit silly. Forgive them for just making the wrong choices. And then you let them out of your own head, okay? I don't need you to be friends with them after, all right? You just don't have to hang around them anymore, but just be indifferent to what they're being. And you'll find that the minute you let them go, life gets a lot lighter. Life gets a lot easier, Because years ago, I used to say, I hold grudges against people. I used to say, if someone gives me a bad day, I'm going to give them a bad day back. And then I used to spend the whole day upsetting myself until I gave them that bad day back. Waste of time. If you've got someone in your head right now and they're bothering you and they're not in the room, let it go, okay? Have a day off. See how it feels to just go, you know what, I forgive them for being like that, and I'm going to let them off, but I'm going to let myself off, all right? See how it feels, just for a little while. Now, obviously, if someone has done something to you that is awful, it's a different story, okay? It's a different story, and then maybe you need to talk to someone about that. Maybe a counsellor like me or someone. But if it's just someone at work that's niggling you, or someone in your life that's bothering you, seriously think about the time and the energy and the effort you're giving to them. Okay, so have a really good day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.